She hates kissing on the first date, and Romina told us about her wild side.
I've been into nude bitches. Let's see. I love motorcycles. Love Harley Davidson. I have tried surfing. I want to go skydiving. And one of my fantasies is going in a boat with a full of men babying me.
First of all, if she's not the one they pick, you have to get her for a selector. I mean, you just got to. I've got... Make your choice now. Kind of women. She has certain size restrictions for men, and she's been making a big effort to tone down her sexuality, or trying to tone it down. She says that she has a real wild side. Is there a theme to this show or something? Please welcome Romina Brown. Hi, Romina. How are you? Nice to see you. Come have a seat. Come have a seat. Now, where are you from, Romina?
I'm from South America.
Whereabouts in South America?
Venezuela.
You're from Venezuela?
Yes.
And you've been here a long time?
10 years.
Been here 10 years? Yeah. Now, give me some examples of your wild side.
Well,
if you can, on television.
We do it again.
Okay.
Actually come from a very wild country, like where the Amazons come from. So
where the what come from?
The Amazons.
The Amazons?
Amazons.
Oh, the Amazons. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I knew the Amazon Theater over here. I thought maybe that was the Amazon family. Yeah.
No,
Amazon.
We tend to do wild things like horseback riding. And one day I was young, time ago, I was horseback riding, and it was in the middle of the night.
Middle of the night, horseback riding there in the Amazon, yeah.
And I was in my horse, and it was night, and I was alone on my horse, so I decided to strip down and go totally naked in my horse in the middle of the night, and it was fun. It hurted a little, but it was a lot of fun. It was great fun, and then I like to go.
A bunch of guys with bows and arrows behind the trees going, wait a minute, don't kill her. We're going to take a look at the tapes that Romina saw. Now, remember, you're going to vote again. Here we go. First Dino, he enjoyed through this. Next there was Mike. Mike rates himself a 10 and claims to have a hard time saying no to people. He's looking for a friendship relationship that could turn serious down the line, and Mike told us how important looks are to him.
It just seems like I'm not really picky, but I like a woman that looks fairly decent. I mean, I don't think I'm the beautifulest guy in the world either. You know, you get what you get, but I mean, I think it would help a relationship out a lot better if the women were nice looking.
Finally, Michael admits that that most of the time he's too loud, and that he has a habit of sometimes speaking before he thinks. Who are you waving to out there?
My mom.
Oh, I thought there was a guy in the audience or something. He prefers to date women who aren't afraid to show their emotions, and Michael told us about his worst blind date ever.
I was told she was older than me. She was probably 15 or 20 years older than me. And being polite and everything like that, I went there and I bought her a rose to start and picked her up. And this is probably the worst thing I've ever done, but I picked her up and we went to the restaurant, and I was going to go park the car, and I said, go put in the name, and I drove off.
All right, those are the three men Romina had to choose from. It's time for you to vote. Who would you send her out with? Has made its choice. Guess what? We're out of time. We're going to find out everything that happened on Romina's date tomorrow. I'm sorry. That's our show for today. I'm Chuck Woolery. I hope all your dates are good ones tonight. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
Weeknights at 6:30. Catch the goofiest coaching staff in the league. Craig T. Nelson stars as coach.
This is John Cervenka speaking for Love.
Get ready to bust criminals. Southern style. Carol O'Connor style.
Sit up here. We're going to talk some more. She's going to... Who'd you pick?
Mike.
Yeah, it made sense. Sure. Okay. He's backstage. Say hello to Mike Maloney. Hello, Michael. How are you? Makes yourself at home back there, okay? Can you hear me all right, Mike?
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Oh, good. All right.
Okay.
Well, here we go. It's a big moment. Tell me about the date.
Well, first of all, he sounded really nice, great, and fun over the phone.
He sounded what? Really nice?
Fun.
Sounded fun?
Fun.
Oh, yes, fun.
And I thought I was gonna have a great time. And then he showed up like 45 minutes late.
He showed up 45 minutes late?
Yeah. I left the address at home.
Was that bad for you? I mean, is that a big deal? I mean, 45 minutes sometimes, and you all know it. You live here in
okay
Southern
for the first
California. I
time.
mean, good night, anything can happen. But how
then-
far away did he live? How far away do you live, Mike?
I live about maybe an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
I
and
live
was
in
it
Rivers.
freeway traffic, Mike?
Yeah, there was at one point, yeah.
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 Am I just covering for you, or is that really
No, there
true?
was some freeway traffic, definitely.
So he's
If any-
45 minutes late.
And then
Were you upset?
No,
Were you upset when you saw him?
no.
Did you like the way he looked?
Yes.
Seemed like a little reservation. You sure you liked him a lot?
I liked his looks.
You did?
Yeah, he's big.
Is he? And then,
Small hands, but big. And
it must be
then,
that Venezuelan kind of thing.
you're kidding, man, there is really small. That's why I live here.
So you like Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now what happens?
So we were in his car, and I noticed that he had a hickey on his neck.
Hickey?
Excuse me, but I cover mine on list.
I'm sorry?
I cover mine.
You cover your own hickeys?
I hickeyed on, but I cover it.
She was like trying to get me back.
So you had you both were hickeyed out, but you covered yours.
Yeah.
What's going on with your hickey there, Mike?
I received a hickey from a friend that I knew like prior to knowing I'm going on this date right here, and I definitely tried to cover it up for her because she sounded really good on the phone. But when I seen her, I wish I didn't try to cover it up.
Yeah.
I was sort of proud of my hickey.
You were not that thrilled with?
No, I wasn't, because we talked on the phone, and she was, like I said, she's pleasant, and she told me she looked like Vanity. She told me she had long legs because I like a girl with long legs, and there was nothing like that when I seen her. Nothing like that at all.
But anyway, it didn't bother me because he's a grown-up man and he can
and
have
I didn't,
hickeys.
definitely, I don't owe nobody nothing, so the hickey was like prior to the show.
And then we went into the bar, and he talked all the time about his girlfriends and his ex-girlfriend, and he met a lot of women, and he's very social and
There was
friendly.
nothing else to talk about, really, so that was it.
Because you don't know me well. You didn't want to know me. All you want to talk about is your ex-girlfriend and your roommate. But that's fine.
Well, what did you talk about?
Nothing about him.
You didn't talk about anything?
No, actually, because...
I think we had good conversation during the date, I really do.
Yeah. Then we went to have dinner. And he's still, talking to other people.
Well, before we went to have dinner, Chuck, we were at this little place called The Warehouse, and we were having a cocktail. And there's a couple things that sort of threw me off, and one was the fact that she was having this drink called a Barrel, and she got halfway done. She goes, Mike, this drink's making me horny. And I'm going... I'm going, well, I really don't kiss on a first date, and I don't have
Did I
sex on the
scare
first
you?
date. Although it's, it's just saying that.
Get intimidated?
Wait, Chuck. And then she tells me, I hope you're not mad at me, Mike, but I sort of left the money in the ATM machine, and I don't have the money on the date. I'm going, well, that's okay. Just take the money and take your mom out for Mother's Day dinner. The next day, I'd take care of the date.
That was sweet from you. Yeah, he did that.
was
He did
nice.
that. And I took my mom out on a dinner.
That's good.
Thank you, Mike.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
And then after all, we,
So
we had dinner at
had dinner.
Benihana.
Then what happened? What?
He was paying attention to these other girls
was he watching
and hugging them and kissing them, asking for the phone numbers.
Really?
Yeah,
So I
matter of
asked
fact-
him to go dancing with me, and I have to dance with myself because he didn't want to. He wanted to
Did
socialize.
she confront you about this, Mike?
Well, she confronted me about the women. I told her it was sort of a business thing, but that wasn't true. I was meeting girls and everything.
A
and,
business thing?
Yeah, that was my excuse.
I'm sure she'd buy that.
Yeah, definitely. Well, she bought it. She was dancing. I mean, when we got to the club, I was going to dance and everything, but then I seen her go on stage, and she was by herself, and she started shaking her body and dancing, and people were looking at her. It was sort of like hideous, and I'm like, Maybe I better just sit this one out. I better sit this one out and not dance with her.
So since he was picking up in other women and he was paying no attention to me, and he was a male chauvinist pig who wanted a woman to show it off. He wants a woman to show it off to his friends.
Actually, actually,
because he don't want nobody to love him. He cannot stand somebody like me with a lot of personality. He wants somebody who he can show it off, a dumb bimbo.
Yeah, Chuck, you know what? I wanted to meet another girl. I wasn't having a good time on this date, so I met some girls, I met some guys, and we had a good time. Matter of fact, one's in the audience here. Hi, Cappy.
I know you don't know this, but I met somebody there at the club.
You met someone too?
A gorgeous, big,
You definitely kept it a secret from me, which is great. I'm glad.
Really?
Be great, nice. I have class. I was not gonna let you know I met somebody else. Okay.
So all of this is going. This is very intriguing. It's like a soap opera here playing out in front of our eyes. So now, what happened? What happened next?
So we got home, but the very first thing I did is the next day I called him to see if he got home safe.
Right.
And he got, yeah, I'm fine. I have a friend sick, so he hung up and never called me back again.
That's it.
But I went out with this other guy, really fun, really gorgeous and tall and green eyes.
I hope you guys hit it off.
I wish I were right here.
So it worked out.
And besides, he is a man who will take care of me, nice and loving.
This other guy.
This other guy.
Well, I'm glad.
I wish you a lot of luck.
Let's take a look and see what the audience picked for you. Well, they picked Mike too, so there's no reason, don't want to talk about this. But Mike, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you very much,
And
Chuck.
I guess
I had a good
everything
time.
worked out okay for you, and I guess everything worked out okay for you too. So thank you for coming on, and we're going to come right back with another couple. Stay with us.